Okay, so the biggest transfer really of the summer, which everybody's really waiting to happen, is the centre half from Ajax De Ligt, and plenty options there on the table for him. Obviously, the long interest from Barcelona, they staked a claim for him many months ago. Man United and Liverpool are both in the frame as well, and there's talk that, for instance, Liverpool are backing away from the deal. I personally don't think they need him. I think that their defence is doesn't need improving. They've got Van Dijk there. I think if De Ligt looked at Liverpool, he would be a little bit concerned. Would he be a regular in the team? And I think that's one of the things he's looking for. He wants to be a regular in the team. He doesn't want to be fighting for his place. So Man United would give him that option. Certainly Man United are crying out for quality defenders, particularly in the central defence. De Ligt is a leader. He'd walk straight into that defence, and I'm sure it'd be a real bonus to them. However, the biggest problem with De Ligt going to Man United is they're not in the Champions League. And I think, as we've all seen this year, he's had the run in the Ajax team that got through to the semi-final, beaten by Tottenham. I think most people watch that, and he really is. He really is a class above most central defenders out there, and he ought to be and should be playing in the Champions League. So if he goes to Man United, the advantage is that he'll get a good run in the side. He'll be the leader at the back. Disadvantage is no Champions League. Now, the other clubs interested are Barcelona and Juventus, and there's even talk of Bayern Munich. Barcelona shown an interest for some time. Their problem is his agent. I think his agent is trying to talk up his own commission. He's trying to talk up De Ligt's earnings off the back of a great end of season with Ajax. Barcelona staked the claim. They've reportedly said they're not prepared to go anymore, and I think they're hanging the hat on the fact that De Ligt would really want to go to Barcelona. They're in the Champions League. They're one of the biggest, they're the top five club in the world, and they've got some good central defenders that De Ligt can play alongside. I think Juventus don't have a problem with the financial side. They've got money to burn seemingly at the moment. Obviously, they've got Cristiano Ronaldo in the side. Again, De Ligt would go straight into the team. You have to question, though, whether he would want to be under the Ronaldo circus that inevitably happens at Juventus. And that can be distracting. At the end of the day, he's only 19 years old. Does he really want to join that Cristiano Ronaldo marketing circus that goes on there? So there's lots of ifs and buts. I think the biggest issue now is really what club does he want to go. Ajax have said there's going to be no bartering on the price. It looks like it's a 60-70 million deal, and it inevitably will go down to who he wants to play for. My understanding is that Barcelona hold the key in terms of where the player possibly would ideally like to go. There's tempting from Juventus. Obviously, the financial side will be tempting, but my feeling is that De Ligt's agent is just trying to talk up the price a little bit. De Ligt's probably having conversations with different clubs and inevitably seeing who he feels most comfortable with. But I think the agent is probably playing them all off against each other to try and get the price up. May well be the deal's already done by the time you watch this, but I suspect he will go to Barcelona. Man United obviously would love to get him, but I really can't see that happening at the moment. They need Champions League football really to be able to sign somebody of his stature. He's a 19-year-old, so whoever buys him for 60, 70 million, you look at Van Dijk, he's I think 27 years old, similar sort of fee for him at Liverpool, and see what impact he's had on the team. You look at someone like De Ligt, he walks into your team, he's 19 years old. You potentially could have 11, 12 years out of him. So whoever spends the money, whether it be 60 million, 70 million, and is prepared to meet his personal terms, I think is going to get an absolute bargain. But the final decision will be where De Ligt wants to play, and he's a sensible fella. He doesn't seem like he rushes into anything. He's very cool, calm and collected, and I think he'll weigh up all the options. I think his agent, who's renowned, is obviously in the background trying to up his own commission and his own fee out of the deal. But De Ligt will have the final say. If I had to guess where he would go, I'd say go to Barcelona. I think it's probably most players' dreams to play for Barcelona. They staked the claim a long time ago, so they showed their confidence in him, and I think inevitably we'll go to there. Time will tell. Might well be that we know the decision by the time we watch this. We'll wait and see what happens.